Yo, what up, my betting family? We back with another video here at No Limit Bets for the NBA slate of January 22nd, 2023. We got a decent slate tonight. We got 7 games going on. So I'm going to be bringing out my top 6 picks. But before we get started, I would just like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, we're on the road to 100 subscribers. We're 34 away. I appreciate the love and support. And as always, if you guys enjoy the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. It is truly appreciated. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's picks. Just to do a quick recap of yesterday's pick, we ended up going 2-3. Our 6th pick, Embiid, ended up not playing. Marcus Smart ended up getting hurt, injured. I believe it was an ankle injury in the first half, so he didn't play the whole second half, obviously, and wasn't able to hit his props. Also, we took Kristaps Porzingis over 22.5 points. He only ended up with 17 this game. Hashimura had it rolling, so they just kept feeding him the ball and they rolled with him. D'Angelo Russell and Pascal Siakam were able to hit their overs. And then Mason Plumlee only ended up with 13 out of 15 rebounds and assists to push 16 to hit. The play here would have been PRAs. I just didn't expect Plumlee to have an offensive explosion to his standards that he had last night, being that he was going up against Capella. But he did get it rolling offensively. I believe he had 20-plus points. So we ended up going 2-3. We look to bounce back tonight with our picks and have a winning day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start us off with our first pick. We're going to go ahead and take a PRA prop. First man on board, Luka Doncic, over 53.5 PRAs. As you guys can see, he's hit this 2 out of the last 5 games. The last game against the Heat, he ended up right on the hook with 53. Now they're going up against the Clippers, and as we all know, he loves to play against the Clippers. He always puts up big numbers against them. I know the Clippers have Kawhi and PG, but Luka just raises up to the challenge and just puts up crazy numbers against them. So what's understood ain't got to be said about Luka. Luka's just going to do Luka things, as we all know. So we're going to go ahead and take us over on his PRAs. Moving on to our second pick. We're going to go ahead and take a rebounding prop. We're going to take Bam Adebayo over 9.5 rebounds. Now, he's hit this 4 out of the last 5 games. The lone one he missed was against this same Pelicans team, but that game, it ended up being a blowout in the Heat's favor. They were up by as much as 30, and I don't believe he played the whole fourth quarter. If he did, he probably played just a couple minutes at the beginning of the quarter, and then they emptied out their bench, obviously. So I expect this game to be more of a competitive game, and for Bam, obviously, to get us 10 rebounds and continue his assertiveness he has been putting up in the paint over the last week or so. So moving on to our third pick, we're going to go ahead to a blocks and steal prop. We're going to take Nicholas Claxton over 3.5 blocks and steals. Now, as you guys can see, he's hit it all of his last 5 games. He's hit this. He just finds a way, man. Whether it's just all steals, all blocks, combine them together, he always seems to get those 4. Every time they have him up, I go with him. And he's let me down a few times, but more times than none, he's hit. So we're going to go ahead and roll back with him and rock with him on this one against the Warriors with 3.5 blocks and steals. For our fourth pick, we're going to go back to the Dallas and Clippers game. And we're going to take PG over 20.5 points. Now, I know if you're just looking at it over the last 5 games, he's hit this 2 out of the last 5. But against the the Mavericks matchup. He's hit the over on his last 4 matchup against the Dallas Mavericks. And if you want to take it back a little bit further, he's hit this 6 out of his last 8 games against him, pretty much since being a Clipper. When he's matched up against the Mavericks, he's hit this 6 out of the last 8. So I expect them to keep it rolling. 20.5 points. It should be doable, easily doable for him with his offensive skill, especially if he gets it rolling. He'll crush this, but we just need 21 from him, and I think he gets it done for us tonight. For our 5th pick, actually our last 2 picks are going to be points prop. First one is going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 28.5 points. Now, he's hit this 2 out of the last 5 games, with one of them coming right on the hook against Brooklyn with 28. Now, they're going up against the Denver Nuggets. They've already played him 3 times this season, and he's gone over this 2 out of those 3, with the one he did miss, and then right on the hook with 28. So I expect him to keep it rolling. It looks like they don't have an answer for SGA. The Nuggets don't have an answer for him. So I expect them to keep it rolling offensively against them and get us those 29 points. As we all know, he's a talented offensive scorer. He's averaging over 30 in the season. So he's capable of hitting this any night. And I think tonight is one of those nights he hits it, the 30 mark. So for our last pick, we're going to go ahead and go to the late night game, Portland against the Lakers. And we're going to take Damian Lillard over 31.5 points. Just to pull up his last 5 games, he's hit this 4 out of the last 5. The lone one, he cooled off a bit last game against Philly with only 25. But as you guys can see before that, he was on a hot streak. Just expect that 25, I just see it as a bump on the road. I think he gets it back rolling against the Lakers. They've already matched up or played twice this season. The last time they played, he was injured. But the first time they played, he dropped 41, I believe, on him. So I expect them to get back into the scoring ways in this game, just after that little bump on the road, like I said, against Philly, and get it rolling against the Lakers, which are, as we know, they're not a great defensive team. Yeah, they have Pat Bev as their perimeter defender, but seems like they're not using him as often, even if they do have Pat Bev out there. I still think Dame gets his and gets the 32 points for us. So those are going to be my top 6 picks. They're all going to be overs. As I say in every video, if you guys agree with any of my plays, obviously do your own research. Just don't take my word for it or anybody else's word for it. Also, if you don't like any of them, then obviously don't pick any of them. If you just like a couple of them and you want to match them up with your picks, then, by any means, as long as it greens and as long as we make that money, that's all that matters. So also, here at No Limit Bets, we like to go with the low risk, high reward. So we'll go ahead and bet the $5 for the chance of winning $125. And that's going to be it for today's video. Also, just a quick mention, I did also do my top 6 picks for the NFL divisional round yesterday and today. The videos are up. For yesterday's games, we went 5-1. So we look to keep that momentum rolling to today's game. So if you guys are into the NFL playoffs and want to make those picks, go ahead and check out my top 6 picks. I have the video posted. Other than that, y'all have a good rest of y'all Sunday, and let's get this money.